Where is he?
Where are you? Skull Rock. Do you know it?
Hello, this is Stacey over at the Skull Rock broadcast. I am joined by...
Hello, this is Megan. Welcome back to our Stranger Things in Pop Culture podcast. We are excited, as always, to be here chatting with you, chatting with each other, and we have a fun episode planned for you today. So we hope you enjoy our conversation. But before we get into it, how's it going, Stacey?
It's going pretty good. I feel like this episode will be delicious. That gives you a hint. Man, that fell flat.
the title of the episode may also give you a hint about what it's about. But
you might be able, or if you read the episode synopsis.
I don't know. Maybe I should make the episode title like ambiguous, so you're surprised right now. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, use the word like the episode name is like Calypso, you know.
The episode names are usually like so dumb because I think of that. It's literally the last thing I think of before I post the episode.
Lauren came over yesterday and we were talking about like being creative, but in certain ways. And like there was this, we watched the movie In Dreams from '98. And it's from the director of, like, The Crying Game and Interview with the Vampire, Neil Jordan, who's a really good director. And it's got Robert Downey Jr. And this is, like, back when he's fucked up and not sober. So, like, long red hair. His name's Vivian in it. And it's got Annette Bening. And it's a really good thriller. But, like, it was a good thriller for, like, 1998. So, like, watching it now at 37, I was like,
Doesn't really hold up.
Doesn't really hold up. But
Okay.
Aidan Quinn is in it. Who literally I brought up to her how I have constantly referred to Practical Magic. And I have like a Joe Keery joke about like Practical Magic. And you always would just politely smile and like give a pity laugh. And I went, Lauren, she's never seen fucking Practical Magic. And she went, no. And I went, yeah. So I think we're going to have a Practical Magic night. We'll like take out our crystals and be woo-woo. But I literally am like watching it with her and it shows an apple mill and it's called The Good Apple. And I made a joke. I went, Stacey, you've inherited this apple mill. What are you going to call it? And I just come up with that. So she goes, oh, come on. You're probably better at thinking up names of stuff. And I went, Lauren, I said, when it came to us trying to name the podcast, I suggested
Hawkins Community Pool.
And the look on her face, and she went, yeah, I think Megan made the right choice. And I went, guys, I said, like, that's kind of what
the
we
name
call
that could have
Patreon.
been, yeah.
And remember, like, you looked at me and you went, yeah, we're gonna keep brainstorming because you're polite. And I went, nobody would have listened. They would have thought it was about pool chemicals. So we had a good old chuckle about that, but she came over and we ate bread and butter, like French butter. I was telling Megan it's delicious French butter. So it might have, you know, something to do. Food, I don't know. But the day before, on Friday, I went to go see that new horror movie, Obsession. And I don't know if you would particularly like it, like if you are forced to watch it, but I think you would get really scared.
Yeah, I don't
But it's
think I want
such
to
a
see it.
simplistic, like, idea.
Yeah, I saw the
And
trailer. It looked terrifying.
the actress in it is so goddamn good, and it's just got like this, like, I don't know, metaphor for just like controlling men and incels and just like their dream woman. And the guy who did it, he's only 26 and he's a YouTuber, and he like casted his friends in it. And it's just so goddamn good. I want a One Wish Willow. If I get a One Wish Willow, Kiri, count your days. Cut to me, I'm like, oh my God, he's hammering on the door. And Lauren was like, instead another man named Joe Kiri like becomes obsessed with you, and you're like, fuck. But no, good times with that. And I would recommend it to anybody. My friend Jeanette sent me a popcorn bucket from it. It's so cool looking. But no, besides that, just I've been rewatching Schitt's Creek. And I feel like, because I've been I've been watching Friends and stuff, just something to pick up my mood. But I feel like I should start that show on Hulu, Pen 15.
Oh, I've heard
Have you?
good things. I've never seen it.
Just the two like women who are 40 playing like seventh graders in the like early aughts. It looks super, super funny, so I might start that. But what's been going on with you, girly?
Not much. I feel like I was like living sort of practical magic today, like planting all my plants, like rolling around in the dirt, basically.
Now, if there was a dead body buried underneath the dirt and frogs just hopping around, absolutely, yeah.
Don't
you
spoil
bought a
the
bunch
movie
of flowers
for me. Don't spoil the movie.
Oh, girl, get
yeah,
ready.
I just plant them in like pots and like put the pots around my house, like so it's fun. My
Look at you,
mom
just
didn't realize.
whimsy.
I think it's a hydrangea.
Oh, those are pretty.
We planted it when I like a couple years ago, and like it was just a small little bush, and we were at the store and I was like, oh look, that's like the size of the one that we planted. She was like, we planted that? And I was like, yeah, you guys helped me. But it's like massive. Like,
Isn't that such a good feeling?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you're like, I'm responsible for that with Mother Nature. Like, a student once gave me this little bitty cactus that you probably could buy at CVS. It now looks like one of those giant hills in Super Mario Brothers 3. Like, it's huge.
yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
then, like, when I told you about my lawn adventures with Pedro and that chunky raccoon who's just, I don't know, living rent free out back, literally, he was like, well, you got to watch out with those, like, trees that are growing, Stacy. They just started off as weeds that I just never took care of. And now they're actual trees.
Yeah.
And there's one, like, growing through my deck. It's bad.
Yeah.
And, like, he
Those
goes,
are
"You're gonna
really
take
hard
care-"
to get out. Like, I have a few.
Fuck.
Yeah. And like, it's like, because if you don't dig it out completely, it just grows back even stronger. Like,
You know what? I want to become that old witch just covered in trees.
Yeah.
So literally Pedro was like, "You gotta take care of that." And I just like looked at him and smiled. He goes, or maybe you like it that way. And I go, I think I like it that way. So yeah.
Yeah, there's like a couple along my fence line. I've tried to get like people that do like yard work in my yard to like get some of them out, but there's just some that they haven't, and they like just keep
Yeah.
growing back.
Leia just chases him off. I'm proud of you. You started watching something.
I did, but before I tell you about that, also speaking of your raccoon, yesterday I was at my parents' house. You didn't like that video I sent you?
Jesus fucking Christ, guys. So we're going to get to it in like 30 seconds. So yesterday after Lauren left, I was like, maybe I'll go to the food court. So I literally was like, you know what, I'm going to be a piece of shit and go to the food court. But like, I love walking in the mall, but I love walking in the mall if I have my AirPods in and I'm talking to somebody because it makes me feel less awkward. If you get social anxiety, you get it. Stacy of all people. And I tried multiple friends and everyone was working, unlike Stacy. And I was like, I'll try Megan. So I literally called her and she was like, hey, is everything okay? Because that's usually the first question with Stacey. And I went, yeah, just checking in. And like, I was about to admit, like, I want company while I go get food like a piece of shit. And you were like, I'm with my mom. I immediately was like, oh, okay, have fun with your mom. Okay, bye. I have never hung up faster in my life, guys. But everyone should be proud of me. I raw dogged it and I, got my food. But earlier, while I'm with Lauren, I see a text from Megan. I go, what's this? And I open it up. And there's just a video of what looks like an anaconda just slithering in front of a fucking shed door. What was that?
It was a black snake. It wasn't an anaconda.
Ew.
It was a really big snake, though. So I got
Black
to my...
mamba? Yeah.
It was just a, black garden snake.
Python.
They're harmless. It was like probably 6
Okay.
feet long, though.
6 feet?
Yeah. I got to my parents' house because I was gonna go get the plants that I got and planted today with my mom. And she's like, Megan, come here. She's like, don't freak out. And I was like, why would I freak out? And I was like, is it a snake? And she was like, yeah. And so she was like trying to take pictures of it and stuff. But it was like in the backyard, but it was like leaving the backyard, which is what she wanted it to
Good.
do. But then like at the end, it started coming back towards the backyard. And
Oh
my
my
mom was like
God.
trying to scare it away. I was like, Mom, just leave it alone. Like, you're not going to like get it to do what you want it to do. Like,
Could you
it's a
imagine
snake.
Leia just starts eating the snake? It's
Leia
like Indiana Jones too.
Would kill it for sure. My parents'
Wolf versus
dogs
snake.
were leaving it alone for the most part, which was nice. but
Pussies.
yeah.
Wolf versus snake. Snake. That's like a sci-fi movie I'd
Yeah.
watch. Whoever wins, we lose.
You would have fun watching that by yourself.
Fuck you. So what did you start watching, girly?
Twin Peaks. Stacey's
Welcome.
favorite.
Yep.
I feel like I told you this. I feel like I had watched the first episode, maybe the first 2 episodes, like a long time ago. Like maybe even before Stranger Things.
The pilot could be a movie. It's that long.
It's like the pilot is like a double episode, and I feel like I just didn't make it through the pilot when I first turned it on because it's a little
lot of
slow
setup.
sometimes. Yeah, and like
it's a
because
lot of
it was
setup.
so
It's
long.
a lot of
Yeah,
It's very melodramatic and over the top, and they're trying to establish this quirky town and all the characters. But did you catch in the last scene when Laura Palmer's mom is home and she starts screaming? Did you catch something in the mirror?
you see like a man.
Yeah. So are you
Right?
ready for this? And this isn't a spoiler. That was like a crew member, okay? And it accidentally happened. He's seen in the mirror, and it was a total fluke. Lynch runs with that.
Yeah, because he comes back. So I got to the third
His-
episode,
Yes.
and the end of the third episode is really, really weird. Like
What happens at the end? Can you remind me? I should know.
Agent Cooper is like dreaming, and he sees this like dream
Bob.
place. Yeah, and there's like a little
Oh, the Black Lodge.
there's like a little dancing man and
Yep.
Laura Palmer, but they talk funny. I don't know.
They're talking backwards when she's like, my arms bend backwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Oh, bitch. Get ready.
It's so
that's
weird.
That's called the Black Lodge, and that's like a really bad dimension to be in. And he's getting messages from Laura Palmer, and it's all backwards. And the man from another place is the little small guy dancing. But Bob, the guy in the denim jacket, the Canadian tuxedo, it was just a complete fluke. And just David Lynch is a fucking genius. And he went, there's our villain. And it gets more into it. Like, somebody did kill Laura Palmer. You're going to have to figure out that mystery. But that entity, Bob, he comes back in a big, big way. So imagine you're that crew member. And, like, just by a fluke, you're now a character.
You are now a character in the show. That's crazy.
Yeah. I cannot wait until you go on this wonderful roller coaster. 'cause
How
it
many
just gets so
episodes are
fun
in
and
the
bizarre.
first season?
8 episodes.
Oh, okay. Only 8. So I'm almost halfway.
Get ready.
Phew.
Season 2, 22 episodes.
Oh, man.
But they're
Whew.
so worth it.
All right.
And then I think the return is 8, but the return, like the original show aired on CBS, and then the network forced Lynch to reveal the killer in season 2, and he was like, I want to drag this out. And they were like, no. And then literally, like, this is said, you've already seen this. Laura Palmer says, I will see you in, I think it's like 30 years. And either 20 years or 25 years. She goes, I will see you in 25 years. 25 years to the, like, date. Showtime was like, Lynch, go wild. And Lynch did. And it is a hell of a time. Like, we might have to do just a whole episode
yeah.
about your initial thoughts as a new Twin Peaker.
I think we could.
Um,
I would be fine with like after season 1, doing an
Mm-hmm.
episode about it, and then after season 2, we could do an episode.
Just recap your
Yeah.
thoughts and stuff. Me as a huge hardcore Lynch fan. And then after season 2, what happened was he was like, well, I want to do a prequel of what actually
And is that the
happened
movie
that night.
that he made?
That's Fire Walk with Me.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, it just didn't mesh with me. But then when you actually watch it, you're like, I've rewatched it now as an adult, and it went to the Cannes
Okay,
Film
Film
Festival,
Festival.
and he won a bunch of awards and stuff. And like it bombed at the box office, but he got like a huge standing ovation at this film festival because of it. And
Well, I mean,
Cheryl,
I knew that that was the title of the movie because you talked to the
Mhm.
guys about that, and they say it. Like I've heard them say it in like every
it's in
episode.
like this poem, Fire
Yeah,
Walk with Me.
Yeah.
And it's really
And it was
devastating 'cause
written
it's
on like a piece of paper at the
piece of paper in the train
Yeah.
car, which
Yeah.
is, poor Andy just crying. And like, obviously,
I was
Andy?
cracking up. I was like, Stacey, am I a terrible person that I keep laughing at this police officer sobbing?
Andy, sweetie, and just Sheriff Truman is like, is this going to happen every time? you wonder because Ronette, she's like in a coma.
Yeah.
And you wonder what the fuck happened. So Twin Peaks, watch the trailer. There's no spoilers in the trailer, but literally it's the last few days of Laura Palmer. And Agent Cooper, he is in it. He literally is like, we're looking, because there was another murder, as he mentions, that happened the year
with
before.
The thing under her fingernail or whatever.
Which the actress who plays her in Twin Peaks and Fire Walk with Me, from Methuen.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's your hometown hero.
She's now deceased, but she was from Methuen. He literally says there's a teenage girl. She's sexually active. She may be involved in drugs, and she's in trouble. And Cheryl Lee, who plays Laura Palmer, she was like, now as a mother watching it, that you get to see it. It's so heartbreaking. This teenage girl is literally screaming for help. And she has this horrific night. And like when you finally get to see what happens to her and Ron at that end, as a woman, you will get chills. Like it was so beautifully made, and Lynch as a man did a really good job with it. But I'm excited to go down that wormhole of Twin Peaks in this universe with you, definitely, because I feel like the Duffer Brothers, to a degree, definitely were inspired.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah. I mean, especially there just a few things in the pilot that I don't know,
like the police station.
Yeah, those vibes for sure. Although I like the sheriff in this show more than Hopper, I think.
Yeah. Sorry,
Hopper.
Sorry.
But then I looked up the actor, and apparently he's 80 years old now, and I'm like, oh.
That's why Kyle MacLachlan, he's my special man, and he's getting up there too. God bless him.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into it?
I think so. So,
let's dig in.
Oh, you're just full of these puns today. I love it. So we're going to talk about food, which is probably not a good idea right now as I'm actually low-key hungry, but it's okay. I'll survive.
Sucks to suck, because look what I got. I got a McDonald's Happy Meal. I told Megan, this thing has been sitting raw dogging room temperature, and it's almost 80 out. So just use your imagination. And if you visited Casa de Stel, it's hotter than Hades. But I was like, you know what? You're a vegetarian. You're never going to get one of these. So I got one earlier. The apple slices are in the fridge, thankfully. But whatever toy I end up getting, Miss Megan's going to get.
Oh, in my package that you're sending me?
Oh, yeah. Any day now.
Also, since Stacey's going to be showing us some stuff on this episode, we are going to put the video version on Patreon, even though I look a hot mess. I've been gardening, literally gardening, not euphemism gardening all morning.
Look how small these fries are.
So do you get the apple slices and fries?
Yeah, and you can substitute the apple slices, but I like apples.
Oh, okay.
But I know they would be brown by now if I had them out. So
did you eat those fries already?
No, they're all over the bottom of the thing. And I got a cheeseburger without pickles, so I'll be eating that while you're talking. Okay, and then let's see what you got for a toy.
Okay.
Justin!
Oh, do you have him yet?
No, but I don't care. All right, let's see. Oh, something fell. I don't know.
He is definitely one of my faves in the animated series, I think, which I still have not finished.
It's on the list. Quinn, don't eat that piece of paper. All right, let's open them up.
It's definitely low on the list, especially now that I started Twin Peaks and I kind of want to watch Off Campus.
I mean, how realistic is that? It looks like there's tentacles coming out of him.
Yeah, why? Does that happen in the show?
I think no, maybe, I don't know. I was partying when I was watching it. AK staying up and pate and eating nachos with Rachel. So you have a Dustin coming your way, but yeah, McDonald's recently did an affiliation with Tales of 85, so pretty cool.
Yeah, which is fitting because we are going to be talking about food on this episode, obviously, and we each have 5 that we chose of our favorite Stranger Things food collaborations, but apparently Stacey wants me to just tell my whole list first. So that's
Yeah.
how we're going to do
Why
it.
not?
And
We'll
then
talk about it.
and then she'll do her list, which she has lots of things to show us on her list. I do have a feeling that we'll have some overlaps. And the other disclaimer I wanted to make about my list is that I haven't really tried that many things. Please don't choke.
Went down the wrong pipe, I swear. You imagine that's how I go? How embarrassing. I
Yeah.
would air the video.
Live
Just
on
air.
camera. What would I do? Like call 911 and be like, I need somebody to go to Methuen.
34. No, I can't tell my fucking address.
Please don't put your address on the podcast.
Call Brandy and just be like, we have to move quick because it's going to start smelling. And also lie that she didn't choke on a cheeseburger. Continue. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm getting onions all over my shirt. Ew.
So anyway, I haven't tried that many things. So I do like the majority of the things that I have tried, not all of them. And all of them were things that I was like curious enough to like want to try. So I feel like that's why they made the list, if that makes sense. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Okay.
No, not at all. But you know what? Go with it.
Shut up. So I feel like it's basically like everything that I've ever tried made the list.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because I haven't tried that many things. Except there is one thing that did not make the list. The Surfer Boy pizza.
Guys. This, whoever really enjoyed this, and you guys know me, I'm a raccoon. I love garbage. But Surfer Boy pizza, and I don't care what fucking flavor you got, it was hot circular garbage.
Yeah. And I like, okay, so I was like Googling stuff. I was like trying to remember and see if I like missed anything. And I found some random person's like countdown of like the top 10 Stranger Things foods. And like,
and it was all the
it was
worst
all
ones.
pizza. And like pizza was like the top 5. And it was just the different flavors of the pizza. And then they posted their picture of the pizza, which looked exactly like it looked like when I made it because it was burnt to hell. And I'm like, nobody is enjoying eating this. Like,
No, it's crap.
go get a DiGiorno. Like,
Oh, I have one in the freezer. That's going to be tonight's dance.
so I don't know. Well, I don't know what the formula was. I even feel like if you cooked it a little less, maybe than they told you to cook it.
No,
I don't know.
Honey, you can't polish a turd.
Yeah.
We'll
So
leave it at that. Did I eat that cheeseburger like really fast?
they're small.
Okay, thank you. Same. We need people like that to cheer you on. Yep.
Anyway, so that was a notable thing that I have tried that I did not enjoy. But I'm going to go from like least favorite to favorite. So at the bottom of the list, the Doritos Collisions pizza and Cool Ranch chips.
Yes.
So do you
I
have that? She's got
I
like
have them right here.
She's got a visual
I
aid.
knew we were gonna do a video. Yeah, I tried a big bag of these, and I'm trying not to open these, but then another part of me is like, Stacey, what are you gonna do with a bag of stale Doritos? And the flavors were Cool Ranch and then Stranger Pizza. I don't know, just 2 flavors that I don't think really should meld.
Yeah, I didn't
Does
love
that make sense?
them. I remember they were fine. They were Doritos. I ate them. But
Yeah.
like if I'm gonna eat Doritos, I just want the Cool Ranch. Like
Yeah, I'm a
or
Cool Ranch
spicy
girly.
chili, like the purple bag.
Ooh.
So good.
You're a purple bag girly?
They're spicy.
Damn red bag.
I don't
See,
like red bag.
A friend of mine sent me these. This is what came out during season 4, the 3D Doritos. Remember those came out in the 90s?
I remember loving them in the 90s, and I don't think I ever tried the collaboration from season 4, but I do remember seeing them.
Maybe on the Patreon, I'll try these. But yeah, it was 3 cheese flavored. That seems doable.
Yeah.
But something about the pizza flavored one, didn't it just kind of turn you off?
The pizza, if you ever have had like pizza combos, that's what they taste like. And it's
Not a fan.
it's a weird flavor. It's like, it's not bad, but it's just weird. And it didn't really fit with like the Cool Ranch. But
Yeah.
that was the bottom of my list. Then the next one was the Cake Bites, which I know we tried together. And I convinced
didn't even bother.
you.
I didn't even bother to bring them over, but the first time I tried them, hated them. Second time, maybe because I was hungry, They kind of were good. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, they kind of slapped.
I liked them, and I feel like I convinced Stacy to like them. I liked the Code
Yeah.
Red flavor better
I agree
than
on
like the
Hawkins
confetti one.
confetti lab celebration
Yeah.
of the massacre ones. That's what we'll call them. They were much better than the Chips Ahoy raspberry
Oh my god,
Stranger
those
Things
were
ones.
so gross. And I
And
think
I bought
I think I
an
only
Amazon box of them.
I think I only had like
Whoops.
somebody sent them to me, or maybe I had them at your house,
Probably.
and they were like
You hated them.
falling apart, but they were like disgusting. So
And
I actually
liked that
forgot
they
I tried
did-
those.
I think you tried them actually at my house. I had them on like the charcuterie board. I'm like, oh, tricker. And I'm trying to get rid of them because I still have the fucking box and it's disgusting and I don't believe in wasting food. So maybe the birds can have them. I don't know if birds can have that shit.
I
Probably
think
not.
it might kill them.
Oh, I don't want to kill birds, guys. That's like, that's bad woo-woo. I love the retro boxes of the original Chips
I
Ahoy.
did have those. I did have one of those too. And I mean, the cookies were just cookies, but like they were
They
good.
were just cookies.
Like
the packaging was cool. And I
Yeah.
agree with the cake bites. I've warmed up to them, but the packaging was cool. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So next up, I did not try the pink Eggos, but I did enjoy the Eggos, the season, like the 4 boxes that came out. And
Oh, yes.
my
hold on.
favorite were the season 3 blueberry ones, which are the ones that you would not be able to eat.
Well, that's fucking nice, Megan. Yeah, no, what they did in like late 2023, 2024, I think it was late 2023, they released 4 boxes and they were all different flavors. I got the season 2 ones. Right now it's behind Too Much Shit.
Which is chocolate chip.
It's chocolate
I
chip.
didn't, those
And,
are the
like,
ones I did not have, but I had all the other ones.
At the time, Stacy was struggling financially, which water's wet. What else is new? And I was like, I can't justify buying like Eggos I can't even eat. And I missed out on that box, which I will be stealing from you because you got the box, right?
I do. Yeah, I have it.
I'm going to fucking steal it.
Yeah, you can have it. You know I don't care about that shit.
See? That's friendship. Guys, remind me to send the package to Megan. But no, I got the season 2 box because I thought that looked the coolest. And
So you only have season 2?
I only have season 2.
you can have my other 3. I have the other 3, so you can have them.
Are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
Guys,
See, that would make you happy, and they've literally just been sitting in my house gathering dust. So
can I just say, Megan, your eyes look beautiful today. Oh my God, I love my podcast partner and my friend. But no, I got it for the aesthetic of the box, but I'm not really a big chocolate chip, pancake, or waffle girly, but I made those fuckers every morning because I was like, I can't
Yeah.
justify wasting them.
But actually, I was like, should I buy frozen waffles? Like, I kind of am enjoying eating these. And I've literally not bought frozen waffles since I finished those boxes. Because
you had
it's like-
3 boxes.
yeah, I mean, I don't typically eat frozen waffles, but I feel like sometimes I
You
feel
had
like
over
maybe I
70 waffles raw dogging in the freezer.
should. So, next up, this is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the Scoops Ahoy ice cream, obviously.
Guys, they luckily, now I know over in Germany, they came out with really cool flavors.
So my favorite flavors, which I did
Yes.
not like all of them.
No.
They were all fine. None of them were bad.
Yeah.
But the ones that I really liked were the USS Butterscotch and the
Mhm.
Triple Decker Extravaganza.
Those 2 were probably my favorites, along with the Void. I know you
Ugh.
weren't a Void girly.
Yeah.
Because it will like
Make your
Make your-
mouth black.
make your mouth black, and when you do something in the bathroom,
Also
it will
black.
be- it will either be black or forest green, and you'll panic and you might need to call the doctor. I remember I was eating this on FaceTime once with my friend Melissa and her fiance, and they were like, smile. And it's like, I'll send you the picture. It literally looks like I was eating coal.
I
I'm
feel
a
like it's
child,
like
but
charcoal, like flavored.
I got
What the
so
hell?
excited. Guys, fall of 2023, I just lost my dad. I was not doing good. And I remember there was like a microburst storm, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get home because my back fucking door swung open and my entire addition was like flooded with water.
Oh,
So there I
no.
am with the shop vac because the floor is like epoxy. It's weird. It looks like sand under glass. The 90s. God bless my parents. So I'm like, oh my God, water will fuck this up. So I'm shop vacing it. And this was like one of the few times I first used Uber Eats because they had just been released and they said that they were in Walmart. So I picked every flavor. There was, I think there was the cinnamon bun because a dusty bun. There was the upside down pineapple, the mint flare. They had the brownie one. So right away, the chocolate pudding one.
Yeah.
So right away, I pick all the flavors. Now, as I'm shop vacking, I'm not hearing my phone chime because the poor Dasher was like, all they have is USS Butterscotch. And usually you do a replacement. So I never responded because I didn't hear them. Next thing you know, the Dasher hands me the bag and went, I'm so sorry. 8 fucking pints of USS Butterscotch. I will send you a picture
That
again.
is the best flavor, though. So, I mean, it could have been
made
worse.
Literally a pyramid of them, and I was just disgusted. I'll have to send you a taste test I did like that fall when I finally acquired all of the flavors thanks to Billy. And yeah, it was just really fun. And like Scoops Ahoy was just such a big part of the show. So getting the actual ice creams. And guys, if you ever visit Casa de Still, you're a witness, Megan. These are fucking everywhere because I'd clean them out and just put them, and now I like keep like safety pins and thumbtacks in them. And then I actually found one in the freezer the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna finish it. It was the like chocolate pudding, and I looked
That was
at
like
it.
the
and I went,
least,
no.
my least favorite flavor.
It was kind of plain for chocolate.
Yeah.
And I literally went, Stacey, you're moving soon. No, you don't need another one. Just raw dog and hanging out. So I threw it out. I was very proud of myself. But
Good
yes,
job.
Scoops Ahoy.
Good
Thank you.
job.
You know what, guys? That's maturing. But no, the USS Butterscotch, I think, was the best one, and probably the Void for me.
Okay. I also have had Scoops Ahoy ice cream at the Stranger Things experience.
Oh, yes, you have.
And
how was it?
at Netflix House.
How
Good.
was it?
Great. Delicious. Actually,
Mm.
no, I didn't have it at the Stranger Things experience. I had the pizza, but I also
Which,
and
how
I
was
had
that?
drinks. It was better than the frozen pizza. But it wasn't like great. And apparently Surfer Boy just doesn't know how to make pizza.
They really
it's a
don't. They're not
scam.
Italian. It's
So-
because they're all stoned. That's why. Yeah.
But I had it at Netflix House, and that was amazing.
That's something I want to do. I want to go to either Netflix House this summer or some event where I can actually have like Scoops Ahoy and like have some poor
Yeah.
bastard
Which-
dressed as a sailor.
Speaking
Handing it
of
to me.
Netflix
Is there
House,
another event coming up?
Well, they're switching out one of their big like things that they have there, and I think it's the One Piece thing is leaving, and they're bringing the Stranger Things thing to Netflix House Philly. So I'm gonna have to go back, and you should come down. Like,
Guys, I might.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted because that would be. We could do literally a live reporting there, and by
Yeah.
live, we just go on live and I fuck it up.
but also
I would love to.
you need to come sit in my backyard with all my plants, so you can do that
I mean,
in the
I
same
need to do
trip.
I need to do practical magic in your backyard.
Yeah, we
Snake
can
comes.
watch Practical Magic together in person.
Oh my God, we could.
That would be
I
amazing.
do love your sectional sofa.
Yeah.
So now, were you a fan of the strawberry Eggos?
I never had them.
Bitch,
Were
I have a
those your
bunch in my
favorite?
freezer. They were my favorite.
Okay.
I
yeah.
literally would make sandwiches out of these guys. It was very unhealthy.
What did
this
you put
fall.
on those sandwiches?
I don't want to talk about it. Moving on.
So before I tell you my favorite, which I think
Mhm.
process of elimination, you can probably figure out what it's going to be. I also have one thing that I have yet to try that I kind of wanted to try, which was the Demogorgon Crunch cereal. Do you have any?
I will bring you a box. I
Okay.
literally have been like keeping it in the fridge so it doesn't go stale. It's unopened. It is probably the best cereal, with milk, or if you're just popping it in your mouth. I made trail mix out of it when we watched the first volume. Literally, it tastes like maple syrup. It's
Yeah.
almost like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but better. It's so good.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. The people I'm hardcore judging these people that made that list that I was talking about with all the pizza.
It was all the pizza.
And they said that the Demogorgon Crunch cereal was bad and that they didn't like it and it was too sweet and it tasted like syrup. And I'm like, Cereal is supposed to
Hello?
be sweet and syrup is delicious. So I don't know
Cereal-
what the problem is here.
Cereal, if you're having cereal and it's not like Special K or Raisin Bran, you're going in knowing like this is an unhealthy choice. I mean, my late mother used to put like Oreos and cookies in her cereal and she'd go, "Don't judge me." And I have taken after that woman. But that, like, and I remember over the summer, like, I was buying all the Fantastic Four, like, cereal, and it was like cereal I didn't even like.
Yeah,
And
I loved all
then
that cereal. So I had a bunch of those boxes. I feel like I might have eventually just gotten rid of them because I was like, why do I have these boxes? I didn't even like
You're
this
not a
movie.
Fantastic Four
But
girly, yeah.
all the cereal that they were making is cereal I love. So I was like,
I mean, I tried the Reese's Puffs, and
I
then
love
like
Reese's
Brandy.
Puffs. Reese's Puffs
So
and Cinnamon
good.
Toast Crunch are my favorite cereals. And Honey Bunches of Oats, which not honey. I do like Honey Bunches of Oats, but it was Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut
I
Cheerios.
love those too.
Have you ever tried the French toast, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah,
They're in the shape a little.
it was back when we were kids when it came out. I feel like
So
originally.
I ordered some on Amazon. That's when I made my Snoopy thing. Because remember, he makes for Thanksgiving jelly beans, popcorn, and toast. And I put it on this little skewer that looks like a Snoopy. I'm telling you, come over my house for a holiday. There will be a themed cocktail. Might not be good, but there'll be cereal in it. But then they did the Lucky Charms, and I got that one. If you ever open up my fucking linen closet, it's all Fantastic Four cereal that like I haven't opened. I'm an idiot. And then Brandy special ordered, and like the fucking cereal was like $30 because it came with a little Johnny Storm figurine. And I love Lucky Charms. I just love marshmallows. So the Demogorgon Crunch had like a flashlight and a Demogorgon. I don't know what the last thing was, but like just maple syrup, like crunchy cereal with marshmallows that are themed. And the box
Amazing.
looks so
You
cool.
can't go wrong.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I haven't tried that, but my favorite, I have to say that I liked mine better, but the Boppers were pretty good. But I did the homemade recipe, which Nature Valley did put out the recipe. Like they
did.
They put out the recipe for it, and I made it the way that they like suggested, and
Mhm.
amazing, so good.
I agree with you. I mean, I didn't try yours, but the peanut butter boppers I think was just so cool. You were only allowed to order one, and they sold out quick. And it came with this really cool promotional box. I really have to like hand it to Nature Valley. They like went
I
all
think
out.
did it have a shirt too?
It came with a shirt.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't know where
you-
my shirt.
you don't have
where
to
it
be a
is.
stick to fit into it. But I remember when we first talked about it, I was like Hidden Valley, and then like Rachel re-listened, and she was like, "That's the people who make ranch."
Oh yeah,
And I'm like,
Nature. Did I say the right thing? Nature Valley.
You probably
Okay.
did. I definitely did it. But it came in like the original retro box. It was so cool, and people were able to get one. I think this was some of the best promotional that they've done.
Yeah.
And they did release on the website the recipe, and it came with a card with a recipe. And Lauren said that we will eventually make them. So I kind of want to try it because I've seen other people, including you, make their own. And I just love peanut butter. But I had walking pneumonia when mine came. And I told you, laying flat on my back, which is not good, just literally raw dogging, eating them. And the fact that you still have some in the box.
Yeah, I only ate the
blow-
one that we did on the taste test, so I have the rest.
Send me the rest of them with the boxes. God damn it.
No, I like the box. That's my favorite thing.
No, keep the box. Take the boppers
Oh
out,
yeah,
girl.
you can have the Boppers. I probably won't eat them.
So during season 4, Walmart had this affiliation, and there's other ones that I'll definitely send you pictures of, but they came with these little like boxes of like cookies you can make.
Oh yeah.
So one of them was Demogorgons, and I have two. I'll have to send you one. There's a Demogorgon shaped cookie cutter that comes in one. One is, as I call it, Rinkorama.
Are they
Really, it's
skates?
Rinkomania. They're little skates.
Cute.
Then there was waffle mix. There was Hellfire brownies that you could put little Demogorgons in the Hellfire logo. There were Hawkins High. They were either cookies or brownies. I can't remember. No, they're Hawkins High cupcakes. The
Mm.
cupcakes were green, which were really cool. And the packaging was just awesome.
yeah,
One
the
of my
packaging
friends
is really cool.
sent like stuff that you could make your little own little 11s, like, you know, Eggo treat with it, with the jelly beans and the frosting. It was just really cool. And I thought a really cool promotional thing. And I remember like I walked out of Walmart. It was like a tower of these boxes. Some of them I've cooked, some of them I haven't. And if you're not a baking girly like me, like it's pretty easy to follow the instructions. I did do the Surfer Boy because they had Surfer Boy cookies you could make that looked like pizzas. And literally mine were like falling apart and crumbling. And I'm like, what is it about this soup Surfer Boy brand? It's all crap.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe
That's
that's
why, like-
maybe that's the bit. Like,
May-
it just
yeah, it's
Surfer Boy
crap.
is actually not good pizza. And you
Yeah,
have to
all
be
those
like
stoners.
high to enjoy it.
Yeah. You would have to enjoy like uncooked cookies and shitty pizza. I know at Halloween Horror Nights I talked about they did all these special cocktails like with like licorice on top of it, and they were like, that's the Demogorgon. They did all these different cocktails, which I love a themed cocktail. They did Surfer Boy gummies, I know, that I cannot find anywhere. They did Surfer Boy pizza and Scoops Ahoy. I remember when It's Sugar, the candy line, they did gummies, and they're shaped as little ice creams and stuff for Scoops Ahoy.
That's
Those were actually
cute.
really delicious. You would have loved it. I think I showed you a picture of it. They had like gummy waffles and like the fertilizer because the rats in season 3. They had lollipops that looked like the characters. They had a chocolate bar that says "I dump your ass," and then they had Billy's lifeguard.
I remember
like,
you talking
lightsaber.
about this. Yeah.
It looks very sexual. I don't want to talk about it. Megan's favorite, and shout out to Cinco.
Oh my God.
Look
Why
how-
did I not realize that this would bring this back?
Look how dented the can is, and like it feels like it's not full, and it feels kind of swollen.
It's
Guys,
new
any
Coke,
day.
guys,
my
if you're
new
not
Coke.
watching the video.
Yeah, I know. I need to actually say what the fuck I'm holding. The new Coke promotional thing, which I will not shut up about because they tried it in 1985.
Kill
It
me
bombed.
now, new
They
Coke.
they changed the recipe. It tasted like flat assholes.
I think that's the
But
shortest you've ever said it. Good job.
See, perfect. Guys, maturing.
Stacey loves
they-
talking about new Coke, and I love giving her a
I-
hard time about it.
Guys, we could do a whole fucking episode about
No.
new Coke. Whole episode.
No.
But it was cool. Netflix literally sent even glass bottles and stuff of Coca-Cola for season 3.
That's
These
really
cookies
cool.
I really liked from Mexico that Rachel sent me. They look like the Chips Ahoy, like raspberry
but
filled
taste
cookie, but
better.
taste so much better. I was like, God damn it. Can't say the same about the garlic dip. That shit was horrendous.
I think I would like the garlic dip, but I can't try
would.
it because
but
it's biohazard.
yeah, you'll die. But I have to say my
Oh,
favorite.
Jesus Christ.
My absolute favorite, guys, was the gelato that I believe I got strawberry or I just got plain vanilla at Upside Down Con in 2024. And for
She held up-
500,
She held up the ice cream scooper, and I just had like flashbacks.
Vietnam flashbacks. Literally for 500 bones, you could sit like an inch away from Maya Hawk and Joe Keery, and it was the most magical fucking hour of our lives. We'll never shut up about it. We talked horses and ducks. We talked literature. We talked movies. We talked Joe Keery's hair routine, how Joe lost Maya's dog or thought he lost Maya's dog. It was such a fun, like, kind of Q&A sit down at their ice cream parlor. But before they came out, we were able to have gelato. I believe you had
I think I had strawberry. I
you
don't
had
know.
strawberry.
It
I
was
had
the
vanilla.
best. It was like the best thing I've ever eaten in my life, but that was mostly because it was the first thing I had eaten all day. Because
You were running on energy drinks, and that's it.
I had literally like. And the second day I got smarter and I brought more protein bars, but
And
like
your protein bars were good.
I didn't
yeah.
know that I was like literally. Well, I mean, I should have known. I knew what my schedule looked like, but like I literally had no time to eat the whole day. So
Yeah. And so when you sit down, you already know you're going to sit in front of like the two most attractive, awesome people in the world. We were able to have like 15 minutes of just eating. I believe Brandy and Andy had like lime, like what is it? Lime pie? Pie lime?
key lime
What?
pie.
What is the matter with me?
I don't know.
Lime pie.
I'm surprised that I didn't get key lime pie, but I feel
One
like
of
for
us
some
got-
reason I got strawberry.
One of us got key lime pie. One of us got butter pecan, which, believe it or not, wasn't me. So it was like Andy and Brittany got those two. You got strawberry. I got vanilla. And I remember I looked at you and I went, let's hope that Imodium holds out on me. And you looked horrified.
Well,
But,
because
guys-
also Joe's like handler or whatever, he went and got some like right before it started, and
I love
he
that you
also
commented
got
on it.
strawberry because I asked him when we were leaving. He was out in the on the street
Vaping.
smoking. And I'm like, how
Just
is
a
that
big chunky
strawberry?
Yep. And like Kat like claims that like, you know, because people were waiting out on the sidewalk trying to get a glimpse of them, even though they blocked off the windows. And they were like, oh, around the back, like they're Joe and Maya are getting into their SUVs. And Kat claims this happened. And it kind of sounds like me.
I
went-
said it, obvious.
Yeah, that's
actually.
what I think.
But Kat
One of us-
refuses. Kat refuses and says it was you, but I'm pretty sure I said it.
I think it was you because one of us, Megan, went, yeah, well, we just had ice cream with them. And I ran out first after we got our group photo, and Brandy was like, fireman carried away by Joe Keery. I walked out, and there's all people waiting on the sidewalk, and I held up this fucking ice cream scooper. And I went, guys, they gave us ice cream scoopers, and it only cost $500. And they all looked really horrified. And then remember my dumbass, like, 4 months later, because it says Ahoy on it, and then there's the number 24, and I went, oh my God.
Remember
I got
20
number 24. And I'm like, remember 24, Joe, in the beginning. And then Brandy had to break the news to me. She went, no, dumbass. Like,
They all say
and
20.
they all say 24 because it happened in the year 2024. And I went, shit. But no, that
What a
gelato,
good year. What a good year.
hands down. What good memories. But like, you know, they've done Gatorade. They've done the whole shebang. They have been very, very, you know, active in the Eggo community, or they were. But
Yeah, I was
the food
wondering
was always
about
fun.
that. Like,
Yeah, I have waffle mix. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Hopper. Okay. Could you imagine bringing in Eggo? This is all you've brought. You bring like this like collectible Eggo item, and Millie Bobby Brown is like, I can't sign that. I'd be like, I'm gonna talk to Jake Bon Jovi, and we'll see about that. I get kicked out.
if you
But
had to
no.
pick a favorite, what would you say is your favorite or your top two?
My top two, I mean, excluding the gelato at Upside Down.
Oh yeah,
Con,
I mean that's the
that's in
best.
its own universe, baby.
Yeah.
I would say, of course, the new Coke and Boppers.
Okay.
Boppers, I think, really won it for me.
Yeah.
I just love the packaging. I love the promotional thing. Because let's face facts, I feel like the height of it was season 3 when they just went balls to the walls with the promotion. Season 4 wasn't bad either, but I feel like season 5 really was lacking, and like overseas got a lot of cool stuff. But I feel for us, Boppers are what will win. Because,
Yeah.
you know, a
Season
date is like
3
Boppers.
Season 3 is amazing. We were in our group chat. Somebody was saying that there's like a rumor that they might re-release some of the episodes like in theaters this summer.
I
Which,
loved your response when you said Battle of Starcourt.
yeah, that's all I care about. That's the only thing I would care about seeing in the movie theater. I saw season 5 finale. I've seen volume 2 of season 4 in the movie theater. They were
Lucky.
fine, great, but like
Battle of
the only-
Starcourt is just
the only
cinematic.
episode that I care about seeing in the movie theater is Battle of Starcourt. Like,
100%.
yeah, that would be incredible. So manifest that
Fingers
for
crossed.
sure.
We're manifesting.
Yeah. We're
Yep.
saying it on the
Magic.
podcast. Like,
That is true.
it tends to work.
Yep.
But this was so fun.
This was fun. I hope you've built up an appetite, man.
I'm gonna go eat immediately after we finish this because I'm starving. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, it was fun. Should we talk merch?
Let's talk merch.
I'm wearing my Maya shirt since this is a video again. I'll show it.
I love that.
It
That's
was
so
a nice
pretty.
shirt for gardening, actually.
I love that. I'm wearing my Steve shirt that I wore when I was dressed as a bat when I met JQ in Philly. I remember I had like a Steve pin on my headband, and I was like, all Steve, represent. He's been my man since the beginning. Okay, so besides a really cool sticker from Sales by Hales, I got a It's over there, so I can't grab it. It's a season 5 sticker of just Steve Harrington looking amazing, just leaning forward, wearing that like beige and red squawk shirt. So really, really cute. So I put that on my Joe themed Stanley. But my big thing was shout out to Mark from Canada. He sent me what we thought was the unreleased squawk set. We've already gotten the van with Steve and his rubber chicken. This time we got the actual squawk station with that tower.
So you got it?
I got it.
That's so exciting.
If you know, you know. And I was on the phone dealing with some stuff, so I was having a headache. It was like 2 hours on hold, and like a 6-year-old that was having a mental breakdown. I was playing with my little Stephen Robin because, like, I'll have to show you. It literally is so cool. It has, like, if you press a button, like, there's a hidden wall, and there's fire, and you see, like, the circle for the tunnel, and you see, like, the bookcase that you can slide like they do. It's literally like my inner child was having so much fun playing with this, having a breakdown while on hold. But I really recommend it. I'll have to, I made a TikTok actually of my squawk collection, and I have little Steve Harrington climbing on up that tower. But that was really, really cool. So thank you so much, Mark. And also, I got an email from Entertainment Earth. I think he's supposed to be due by like the 20th, the 21st. My backwards cap, Steve Harrington, is on his way to join my army of Steves. So I am pumped.
That's very exciting. I love that for you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you think that is going to be available in stores also, or?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
once it starts shipping on Amazon and from Entertainment Earth or whatever website people did order it on, it's going to be that. And I think Graduation Dustin, I think eventually in stores that sell pops, they will be available. Because
Okay,
that's kind of
cool.
what's happened in the past.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know it was like a pre-order situation, but I didn't know if they would come out in stores also, because that one would be cool. Not that I need any more pops. I need less pops in my life, but
You need a Steve Harrington pop.
backwards cap Steve, I feel like I need that.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's exciting. I love that stuff for you.
You know me with my collection. I was showing Lauren literally my TikTok, and I said it's like a child just showing off their collection. And I said, and I don't really know how to edit, so I just use all the bells and whistles that they offer. Like, we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom out, we're going to use filter. And she was laughing her ass off. And I was like, I'm having the time of my life because I didn't know how to work TikTok
Yeah.
like 2 years.
No, I love it because also, like, since you're moving soon, you're sort of like documenting how everything is at your house right now. Because I'm so like nostalgic. Like, I used to, like, when I was leaving my college dorm room, I would like take photos of the whole place before I like packed and stuff. Like, why Megan did I need photos?
It's true though, but
like-
like I didn't take photos, but like I had this soap that was in the shape of from the horror movie Phantasm, this sphere that I got at Horror Hound when I was working security while in college, and it smells like cinnamon. And I had it in my room, and it made my entire room smell like cinnamon. It was delicious. And I've recently found that soap, and instantly they say smell triggers literally memory, and I was like, oh my god, I'm 20 years old. I'm about to try an original Four Loko. Like,
Yeah.
life is good.
But, like,
so
you know, you would
that
have,
was
like,
nostalgic.
I would have a different room every year at college, like,
Mhm.
and so it was, and I would like have so many memories in that room with my roommates and stuff like that, and then it would be like sad to leave it, like,
I'm a big,
So-
I already know, like, because this is the house that I've lived in my whole life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take 1,000 photos because I love looking back. And, you know, to quote Schitt's Creek, remember when she's like, take 1,000 naked photos of yourself? There are photos of me skinny blink, fucking the bob was bobbing, you know, my makeup was just right. Back then, I was like, I'm hideous. And looking back, I'm like, oh, you smoking hot fox. So I feel like document, even if it pulls on the heartstrings. You
Yeah.
know, so that's what I'm doing with this house and my collection because I love my setup.
yeah. I mean, you'll always remember it, but it's fun to have the videos too. So
Remember 24. I'm a fucking idiot.
maybe that's the title of this episode. Just throw everybody off.
Yeah. Try, keep them guessing.
Oh, all right. Well, this was super fun. If you have been listening, make sure that you check out our Patreon where you can watch this video.
It's worth it, guys.
I don't know about that.
I drop a lot of stuff in it. Yeah.
But also we have other bonus content there. Stacey has a lot of taste test videos. You'll have to send me some of your like old taste tests too. That would be fun.
Yes.
To like add to the
Yes.
Patreon. Like
Me just trying the Starbucks drinks and gagging. Yeah.
yeah, that'll be great. And also hang out with us on Instagram at Skull Rock Broadcast. I'm at Steady Stories. Stacey is at Stay Still Reviews. Stacey also is on TikTok. We're also all on TikTok. All three of those accounts are on TikTok,
Yep.
but I'm
Same
not
name.
super active on there. But Stacey is a little bit. Stacey's getting
Message me,
getting
guys.
good,
We'll
getting good.
chat. Yeah.
We send each other funny TikToks.
We
And
do.
you sent me one that I had already reposted. I was like, come on,
Really?
Stace.
What?
Of course. You probably saw it because I reposted
That
it.
was hilarious.
And
And then
sent it
sent
to
it
me.
back. Guys, that's the podcast in a fucking nutshell. I'll tell you that.
I think it was the one where it was like how far would you travel for a sneaky link, but it was a concert. I'll
went
fly.
To we went to Denver, baby.
Because I do enjoy flying for concerts. Speaking of that, I do have a concert coming up that I'm flying for, which I don't think I've talked about on the podcast yet.
Where
which
are
is
you
very
going,
exciting. I'm going to Canada,
girl?
specifically Calgary, but I've never been to Canada before, so super excited
Shout out
about
Haley.
that.
Shout out Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, Haley and Steve live in Toronto. That would
Fuck.
probably be a more reasonable first time in Canada because that's like driving distance kind of, but like Calgary's far. Calgary is like
That's where they filmed Fargo season 5.
Yes,
like, that's
but it's,
out there.
it's sort of like Denver. That's how far west it is, but it's further north, if that makes sense. Because it's in the
Jeez, well,
mountains, like the Rocky Mountains, which are
I mean,
in Denver.
you're an outdoor girly, so you're gonna have fun doing that.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Hotel Mira is opening for Modest
I'm
Mouse,
Oh, okay, cool.
which is pretty fun.
That's-
So
it's a big deal. Cool.
that's my next concert that's coming up. So
My next one is Joe.
yeah, it's Joe after that. But for a while, I thought my next concert was Joe, and all of a sudden, it's Hotel
That
Mira.
just wiggled on in. Yep. Love that.
They tend to do that in my life,
Mm.
which I'm okay with it. So anyway, I think that's it for this episode.
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you next week.
Over and out.
Over and out.
Eddie, I'm not sure I love the idea of you driving.
Oh, I'm starting to suffer. Harrington's got her. Don't you, big boy?
And we're back.
We're back.
What are we back for, Stace?
We're back for our secret segment. So if you are, we usually talk about fan fiction, usually on Archive of Your Own. If you are not into that, we will talk to you next episode. But if you are into fan fiction, such as, because we mostly ship the characters of Steve Harrington and Eddie Munson, Bumpin' Uglies.
Not
this
Bobby
is our
and
little secret-
James.
Get out of my life. That's gross. 2 Twin Peaks characters that no. Are you proud of me? That was like my first time doing your speech. Did
know.
I cover everything?
You did pretty good. I was like, let's see how she does.
I know, judgmental asshole. No, so we know, Megan, you're kind of at a standstill, right?
Yeah, I've been, going back to that story. I've been reading a little bit. I think there's maybe a new installment chapter of whiskey, cigarettes, and other things that burn. Maybe.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
need
Maybe
to
I'm
catch
making
up.
that up. But I feel like there's a chapter
I think I'm
of
a
that
chapter.
that
Yeah.
I haven't read yet. Which is kind of
I'm a
exciting.
chapter or 2 behind. I keep meaning to start Metal Sandwich.
Uh-huh.
I have to like build it up because I have time on my hands. But no, I have been consistently reading because that is my serotonin. But I decided to kind of be nostalgic and go kind of backwards and read because I went way back in my history. It's literally like 137 pages worth of history.
Nice.
It's sick. But I went all the way back And you can tell it was like July 2022. And I'm like, that makes sense. And first, I skimmed over one of the saddest fucking fics I have ever read. There's one about like Robin talking about Steve and like putting his glasses on.
Yeah,
his grave.
you've talked about that one before, and I'm like, no,
I can't.
Please, why would you do
I
that
can't.
to yourself? Yeah.
Like, and I don't know why I would, because that's really not something I need right now. But I also read A World Turned Upside Down by The Crickets Are Calling. And I was talking about this fic on the phone with Jeanette. And it's basically like Steven, Eddie survives. Steve's with him. He admits he has feelings for him. They decide to hold like a pool party graduation at the house. And then every time Steve falls asleep, he wakes up on the floor and it's Robin going, I think you're having a seizure. Do I need to call an ambulance? And he's like, where's Eddie? Is he upstairs? And she's like, honey, Eddie didn't make it. And I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say, holy fucking shit. And 11 says a line in it. Like, he's in a beautiful dream like mama. And I like am crying on the phone, snot, the whole 9 yards, which recently, I'm not giving spoilers, but there was a beloved character from The Boys that actually just was killed by the main villain. And he's been there since the beginning.
Oh, wow.
And he literally told Homelander, who's the, the villain, his last like actual line to him was, I bet you've never danced a day in your life. And I'm like, and you can kind of see Homelander, who usually shows no emotion, he like flinches a little bit, like it got to him. And I'm like, that's fucking beautiful. Like, I want that to be my last. I say it to the hospice nurse when I'm 90. She's like, I dance every night, you bitch. But literally, I'm like, that would make a beautiful tattoo. So right away, I was like, okay, no, can't do this. Let me read some nostalgic, like, first fics that really got me into study. And I have been rereading, and you're going to right away go, oh, I know this, by Out of My Gourd. The two different ones. One is in Steve's POV. One is in Eddie's POV. The Eddie
I've
one is...
never read Keep It Steady, Eddie. I've only read Not So Bad.
You will love Keep It Steady, Eddie, because it's in Eddie's point of view. And it's just like, he's working at Family Video with Robin and Steve. And then he kind of realizes, like, because he's never come out to Steve. And it's just like, it's kind of a slow burn. And it's like, I think like 8 chapters. But like there's one time where I think they're all smoking together in Eddie's trailer. And Steve puts his arm around him and he starts like kind of like rubbing his shoulder with his fingers. And I'm literally melting. I'm like, this is kid stuff. And literally I'm like, oh my God, this is so sweet. So I haven't started Not So Bad, but that's going to be my next one in Eddie's point of view.
Did you read it?
Halloween scene.
Did you read it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I read it originally.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. I think it's a one shot. It's called Do You Like ... Eddie's Vest? And it's by Flirty Hale. And it's kind of like Steve during the time where Papa, the episode when they go to like the war zone, and it's him being like, Robin, kind of having these weird feelings. And she says that line. She's like, do you like, because she's trying to talk in code. It's really cute. It's really nostalgic. I remember originally reading these. I would love to, I hope they update Prism, which you and we have a lot to talk about, and I need to actually read Scorpio Skies. I need to catch up with that. But that stuff can kind of be a little heavy, so I'm trying to keep it light and nostalgic and fluffy. So that's what I'm reading.
I love that. Kind of makes me want to read Keep It Steady, Eddie, but we'll see.
You will love it. It's so fluffy and like literally you'll like giggle and kick your feet. It's cute.
We'll see.
We'll see, baby. All right. Well, guys, this was a hell of an episode. Had so much fun, Megan, and peace.
Peace.